Don't panic about war or pandemic. They are just some to help climate change, to kill humans and all by different means. You want it?
Russia, go home.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
I wish that people would see animals as individuals and that they would embrace them and be empathetic toward them and become vegan for them. And I wish that could happen worldwide.
Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, thankfully present the Shining World Compassion Award to Kit and Peter Jagoda, vegans, for your dedication to protecting and caring for helpless, innocent animal people, plus $10,000 as a humble token of loving support for Reverse Wish Animal Sanctuary. With all love, respect, and appreciation, wishing you continued success in your noble endeavors, and may heaven bless you abundantly, always.
Continue watching to find out more.
Vegan, so easy to be.
When animal rights are under attack, stand up, fight back. When animal rights are under attack, stand up, fight back. When animal rights are under attack, stand up, fight back.
Animals suffer just like us. Animals have families just like us. Animals get scared just like us. Animals do not want to die.
Compassionate viewers, good day means good day in Tok Pisin, one of the official languages of Bougainville Island. I'm Matthias. The caring Bougainville people are grateful and in awe of God's magnificent creations witnessed in the beauty of the earth and the cosmos, including all the beautiful inhabitants. Welcome to the concluding episode of our series, Kit and Peter Jagoda, Vegans, the co-founders and compassionate artists of Reverse Wish Animal Sanctuary, Part 2 of 2.
There are 211 countries and regions which have animal people protection laws. Obey the law of your country. No more animal people slaughterhouses, no more hurting, no more murdering them to eat, to lab test, or for any reason at all. Be vegan, make peace, so be it.
Reverse Wish Animal Sanctuary, located in Northwest Spokane, Washington, is home to more than 100 rescued horse, donkey, goat, pig, rabbit, and bird people. This non-profit, volunteer-operated sanctuary was founded in 2004 by Kit and Peter Jagoda, vegans. When they started, one of the first species they decided to rescue was rabbit people. Kit explains why.
It was early on when we learned that rabbits were the third most common animal at animal shelters, and that was surprising. I mean, everything about our initial experiences were surprising. The massive overpopulation, the lack of homes. I think rabbits are one of the most exploited animals because they're used for gifts like novelty gifts, gifts at holidays. They're used for their flesh. They're used for their fur. They're used in experimentation and vivisection. Oh my gosh, they're used for entertainment, and they're beautiful, beautiful creatures, and so we advocate for rabbits to be a companion animal and to not be exploited. Of course, that goes along with living as a vegan where you don't see animals for what they can do for you.
Kit and Peter try to find good homes for many of their rescued rabbit people. However, they are careful to check that the caretaker will provide a forever home.
And when she adopts rabbits out, it has to be to a family or an adult. And around Easter time, they're always called, so we want to get a bunny for our kid. And that's a no, that won't happen.
People sometimes think that rabbits are a child's pet, and they're very fragile. We don't have people asking to adopt a dog or a cat for their little child, but we do have people asking to adopt a rabbit for their child. And so many times I get calls from people who, oh, my child's lost interest, or my child has gone to college, and, we don't really want to keep the bunny. So we need to definitely make sure this is going to be a really good, forever committed home.
This also happens actually with larger animals too, and it's just, part of the throwaway culture that's very disturbing.
Kit Jagoda, a talented artist, has been teaching art to primary school children for more than 3 decades. At the sanctuary, she uses her artistic abilities to convey messages about animal people to humans.
What I hope to convey is a message of compassion and to see the animal as an individual, to see them as a person just as we are persons, and to evoke some type of feeling of compassion and empathy. I also am a member of a group called Art of Compassion, which is a group of different artists from all over the world, and have shared some of my work through that group. There's so many things that visual art can communicate that maybe words don't necessarily have the same ability to do, or in a different way.
During the summer months, Kit and Peter combine their mutual love of art and animal people by offering a program called Art and Animals.
So in the summertime, we offer art and animal workshops. We also integrate the garden into that too. So people are really excited. In fact, they tell us at Spokane Art School, who we collaborate with to offer these workshops, that this is one of the most popular workshops. And I think it's because it's the environment, it's nature, it's the natural world. Animals, people feel a special connection. So there's that opportunity to spend time with the animals. And I ask the kids, let's just sit there and observe. Let's observe. Let's observe maybe what are their eyes doing? What are they thinking? How does this make you feel? Try to feel a little empathy for this other being, and then how would you work that into your own art, into your own expression? So it's really great for people's hearts and souls to come out and enjoy the natural world and see the environments that the animals live in and hear their stories.
Peter is an accomplished artist and a metalsmith whose remarkable works have been exhibited in numerous prestigious galleries, including the Smithsonian. In a recent project at the sanctuary, Peter has happily transformed several inhumane, cruel animal people leg traps into fine works of art.
I've also done blacksmithing, but these nasty things, these leg traps, when you get it nice and hot, like up to a red heat in the forge, and then take it over and put it under the trip hammer and just smash it and fold it over and do different things, you end up with an object that has, I think, much more interest. I mean, there's all kinds of interesting textures and stuff that happen. And you've completely removed it from what its initial purpose was into something which is a much better use. It's a little piece of sculpture. And it's also fun to do. So if I could get a hold of 100 leg traps, I'd just be happy to smash those things all day long.
Vegan. Let's prove that we don't make war with the defenseless animal people.
Loving viewers, we will pause for a moment to offer some carrots to the wild rabbit people in our backyard. We will return shortly. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television.
Peace for Ukraine or Ukraine.
Gentle viewers, welcome back to our program featuring Kit and Peter Jagoda, vegans, the co-founders and compassionate artists of River's Wish Animal Sanctuary, Part 2 of 2. One of the major fundraisers for the sanctuary is their Art for the Animals Starry Night celebration. At this event, guests can purchase donated artwork, enjoy vegan food, and listen to musical performances. Peter shares a humorous story about the musical preferences of Rudy, the cow person.
We had music at the event, and we had a variety of different music over the years. Rudy, one of our cows, he was in a paddock area behind the barn, and he didn't pay much attention to any of the music. I mean, the folk singers and the soft rock and stuff he didn't care about. But when Tom played the blues, got up on the little stage and started to play, Rudy stopped. He came over and stood behind the fence with his nose just about this far from the back of Tom and listened to him the entire performance. He was absolutely mesmerized. So Rudy just loves the blues.
There are 211 countries and regions which have animal people protection laws. Poland is one of them. Poland, Animal Protection Act of 1997, amended 2018. The Animal Protection Act preamble states, "The animal as a living being capable of suffering is not a thing. Man should respect, protect, and care about it." Among other protections, killing or abusing an animal person means a 3 to 5 year jail term with a fine of up to 25,000 euros. Those abusing an animal companion may be banned from caring for animal people. Obey the law of your country. No more animal people slaughterhouses. No more hurting. No more murdering them to eat, to lab test, or for any reason at all. Be vegan, make peace. So be it.
Peter shares a touching story to illustrate the deep emotions of animal people. When Rudy first arrived at the sanctuary, he was the only cow person there. Thinking that Rudy might enjoy some company, Kit and Peter asked a neighbor for help.
Randy Scott had this 18-year-old cow that he said, she's old and she can come and live her life out there with you. So he brought her down, put them together, they bonded. And she lived for about a year or two maybe. Cows, when they're allowed to live a full life, 18 to 20 years is a good lifespan. And she passed away. And Rudy's grief was so palpable. And when I buried Eula, I do it with a long ramp so I can pull the animal down into the grave and, gently. Rudy followed her down in and stood by her. Sorry. Even after all these years, it's still just me.
I wasn't here because I was at work, but
Yeah.
I think this is what Peter He got off the tractor and cried alongside of Rudy.
So I finished the job when Rudy walked out of the grave. And 2 weeks later, Berg and Henry came, who were two big steers from Montana. And when Rudy saw them, he literally bounced across the pasture coming over. He was so happy.
Yeah, and Peter tells this story during tours, and to also emphasize the fact that animals experience emotions just like people. You had a little kid once ask, do animals have emotions? And yeah, he shares that story.
Don't be vegan. They won't thank you, your children. They'll just burn in the inferno of the new normal weather.
We saw the earth burn in Australia. If this crisis remains unchecked, who knows? The whole world might be next.
如果我们不加以控制这个问题的话，上海在未来几十年会被淹没的。
You have the power to help. Children like me have a future.
The hopes of a billion children are in your hands.
Please try your best to save the earth. Don't disappoint us.
Although running a sanctuary is often extremely challenging, it also has its joys. Kit and Peter share what they find most rewarding.
When you have an animal that comes in and is fearful, and then they develop trust for you. You know, you earn that trust. That, I think, is very rewarding. They trust me, and I trust them, and I mean, it's like forming some type of a bond there. And you go out and you give you a big scratch or something like that, and they respond, and you can feel it. When you feel that they're trusting you, it makes you feel good.
For me, the most rewarding part is seeing the animals at peace. For example, when I see two bunnies laying together and grooming each other, or a little group of rabbits just laying there at peace, that just gives me such a feeling of deep satisfaction and just joy that we're able to provide a space for them, a place where they can live in peace.
As the interview drew to a close, we asked the Jagodas if they had a wish for our world. Kit shared these thoughts.
I wish that people would see animals as individuals and that they would embrace them and be empathetic toward them and become vegan for them. That is what I wish with all my heart, so that all animals could live a life of peace. The suffering of animals at the hands of humans is just heartbreaking, and I just wish that people would see that and make choices where they are not involved in that, and I wish that could happen worldwide.
Our sincere appreciation goes to Kit and Peter Jagoda and all those involved in River's Wish Animal Sanctuary for tirelessly protecting the lives of innocent, helpless animal people. We pray your compassionate, life-saving work for all the animal people continues, and may your dream for a global vegan reality soon come true. Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, thankfully present the Shining World Compassion Award to Kit and Peter Jagoda, vegans, for your dedication to protecting and caring for helpless, innocent animal people, plus $10,000 as a humble token of loving support for River's Wish Animal Sanctuary. With all love, respect, and appreciation, wishing you continued success in your noble endeavors, and may heaven bless you abundantly always.
Supreme Master Ching Hai Vegan is deeply grateful to the most merciful, beloved God for all the financial help, comfort and support to the afflicted and needy, and or any good cause over the years, as a humble vessel for His compassion and love toward His precious children.
For more information on River's Wish Animal Sanctuary, please visit riverswishanimalsanctuary.org.
Cruelty to animals is discouraged in Islam, and the ways in which cows, sheep, goats, and other animals are raised, handled, transported, and slaughtered for food are inherently cruel. Benazir Suraya, vegan.
Compassionate viewers, thank you for your company today. Coming up next is Whatever Job You Do, Give Your Best on Between Master and Disciples, right after noteworthy news. Through the grace of the Divine, may you grow each day in wisdom, compassion, and nobility.
Russia, leave Ukraine or you reign now. Peace be with you too.
Be vegan, make peace, do good deeds, heaven Godspeed.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/VE.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule et suprememastertv.com/VE.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule y suprememastertv.com/VE.
Nossos programas oferecem vários idiomas. Acesse suprememastertv.com/schedule e suprememastertv.com/VE.